Quick update. This is like just kind of completely me being as vulnerable as possible, and just wanted to be transparent and talk to the camera because I am a lot is happening right now in my life, and I don't want to make this video completely about me, but it's going to be about me. Hopefully, you get some value out of it if you decide to watch the entirety here. So, where I'm at right now, you guys might know me as like a WordPress type YouTuber, and like you might know that I have like an agency and have been in WordPress, and I'm good at like connecting with people in the space and beyond and all that sort of stuff. And I'm trying to be on X as much as possible, Facebook, YouTube, all that jazz. Um, Here's what I'm feeling though. I just want to give you guys maybe some little behind the scenes look at what this is like as a small micro creator, but it is actually something that I don't think a lot of people talk about. So maybe this is helpful. So I started making YouTube videos, I don't know, 2 years ago. Started meeting new people, started getting invited onto different channels, and like really like niched in this like WordPress arena. And very good, very fun. Met a lot of great people. That is probably my favorite part about it, is meeting new people and being able to like actually trade ideas and learn from people, and just again continuously make those connections. I think that's probably one of the best things that one of my best skill sets is building rapport rapidly with people. And it's genuine. Like I actually like want to know what the people do. I want to, try to glean wisdom from people, try to provide value as much as I can. And that's what I do. I try to learn, try and share, and then I give that back to you guys as much as I can. Now, that's where it comes in. Right there's a really good segue, is that I feel like over the last recent months, I've been doing a little bit more traveling here and there. I've gone to different conferences, made those connections, and done all those things. It's been great. I have definitely, I'm definitely lacking on the amount of value that I'm providing on my YouTube channel specifically. And I've noticed that kind of in, just view counts, subscriber counts, like whatever. I just like, am not I feel like initially I just started putting out random like bricks tutorials or whatever else things. And it was like, hey, here's how I'm doing this. You guys are probably going to need to do this too. Here's how to do it. Congratulations. Like here, learn it. And it was great. And I think people like really enjoyed that. And I've moved towards, again, like this, I'm in this transitionary period where I still am doing that stuff. Like I'm still building websites for clients and doing all that and interested in all that, but I'm also like just having conversations with people. I'm covering different events. And because of my micro status, I am now getting people asking me to, companies, products, whatever, asking me to do dedicated videos and things like that. And really, when you're in this game, there's kind of like a couple different things. You can either do like a video about a product or whatever, or you could do a sponsor segment where the video is about like actually something like really, like it's like a bricks tutorial or something like that. I'm just using that as an example. And then there's an ad thrown in, right? Now, I think for, you, if you're a viewer, you probably care more about the thing that you're actually going to get the value from. And again, that to reiterate, I feel like I internally at least have lost that a little bit. And I don't want to continue to go down that road, because if I didn't have an audience, I wouldn't have the offers to do the things. But if I keep doing the offers, if I keep taking the offers, and I keep not like focusing on what that is, or like understanding what that actually means in the meta, like I can't just keep pumping those things out onto the channel. That doesn't seem like a good road to go down. There's more creative ways to do it, but then you have to weigh the idea of like, okay, how much am I putting in to creating these dedicated videos versus like, what does that ultimately look like compared to just like maybe a high value video with just like, maybe a brand integration, as they say in the industry, right? Where it's just like a little ad spot in there. Because you got to make money from this. You can't just continuously, I'm just trying to give you, again, like I said, the behind the scenes on what it is like to actually do this. You might think it's just turn on the camera, talk into a microphone, click some shit, click upload. There's more. There's thumbnails. There's all this sort of shit. It's extensive, and that's why you need to get paid, because this shit takes a lot of time. And at the same time, you can't leave, if you're trying to stay technical at all, you can't leave the agency space, which is another obviously endeavor that I am still very much involved in. And funny enough, I don't think it has any correlation whatsoever, but that has started to ramp up as well. like newer projects or projects from existing clients, that just kind of come around the cycle of just trying to grow, these other small businesses that I work with. And I know you guys are most of you listening are probably very, very familiar with that and what goes into that. So, if there's a call to action with this video, um, it's maybe to either tell me that I'm right in my hypothesis, or to give me a different perspective. Like maybe you think, Mark, no, you're totally wrong. You still give me a lot of like value, whatever. I don't think that's the case, and don't hype me up here, okay? Like I don't need hyped up. If you actually think that I've been lacking, like tell me that I've been lacking. And if you have any ideas or things that you want to see, please tell me. I know there's a lot of technical concepts that I could dive deeper into. That for some reason I should just lean into being the client portal guy, because everyone loves these damn client portal videos that I've had for a while. And there's a lot of those types of things there. I really do think that there's a huge opportunity to talk more about business and the actual application of these technical things rather than just being the technician. But that is another piece of it that I don't see myself as just a technician. I see myself closer to, like, if there's an entrepreneur technician spectrum, I see myself more on the entrepreneur side. I'm trying to always get better there because I feel like that's how you continue to grow and scale. But I'm navigating that just like you guys. So that's where I'm at with that. If there's something that you want to see, definitely let me know. If you have thoughts on this, if you've been watching my shit and you're like, Mark, yeah, this is kind of getting a little weird, or if you think that everything's been going great, tell me that as well. But that's where I'm at. And last thing is, my current vision for like my Mark Szymanski channel is, I definitely want it to be, centered around WordPress to a certain degree, but I also want it to be like a little broader. I like business, technology, and philosophy, and where those all interconnect. And that's really what I feel like I'm best at. So there's a lot of people that tell me, or just tell people in general, like, you got to niche down, you got to do all these types of things. And it's like, yes, but to a degree, like, yeah, I'm trying to start there, but ultimately I want to get a little wider, because those are the things that I feel like I'm actually good at, bringing to the table and educating on. I don't want to be, so deep in all this that, um, all I'm talking about is like HTML and CSS and that. That's just not me. Other people are great at that. I just can't. I can't do that because I have too many things that I want to say, and I think that they are valuable. It's just there's sometimes a wide variety of them. So you're going to continue to see that on this channel as I continue to navigate it. But listen, at the end of the day, I just want to say that I am extremely, extremely grateful for every single one of you that have ever clicked on one of these videos, because I know I'm still very small here, but I didn't ever think that we would even get to this point. I like you, when you start this stuff, you can't like imagine getting just like people asking you to make videos and whatever about their product, like reaching out to you, talking to you at things. So I don't ever want to take any of that for granted. And I really do appreciate that, because it would not have happened without some of you guys interacting with the videos, watching the videos, and leaving great comments and things like that. So I do want to say that I'm greatly appreciative of that. I never want to take that for granted. I have not taken that for granted yet, but I do want to continue to provide as much value as possible, because I know that that's the most important thing. So with all that, I wanted to try to keep this as short as possible. I kept it under 10 minutes. That's pretty good for me. Thank you guys very much for watching now and always. If you have any thoughts, please leave them in the comments down below. Let's keep going.